Voila, we are live. Good evening, everyone. It's your girl, Rachel K, and we are right here with another interesting episode of Ladies with Stories. And I'm so glad to be here today. It feels like it's been forever, but it's just 2 weeks. It's been forever that I haven't seen you guys. So please, if you are here and you're joining us live, please share this video with your friends, to your timeline, to your loved ones, and tell them that with Stories is live. So I'll give you some time while you do the sharing. Please share, and if you're here, drop a comment. Let me know you are live so we can say hello to you and the people in your vicinity. Okay. So please drop a comment if you're here. Drop a comment. Let me say hello to you. Hello to the people in your area. Ladies with Stories is live. Tell them Lords is live. We are live. We are live. We are live. And we have another interesting story to share with you. All the way from Cameroon, we have a story for you. So if you wrote Cameroon in the question yesterday, you were right. And whoever the person is, you get your urgent 2K or 5K, depends on if you are here. So if you are here, drop a comment that I was here or I'm here. Let me know. So please share with your friends. Tell them we are live. Tell them we're live, and if you're here, drop a message. Hi, Jamila. Good evening. How are you? Please kindly share with your friends. Tell them we are live. So tell your friends we're live, we're live, we're live. And if you're here with me, just drop a comment. Let me send message to my WhatsApp people that we are live. You also send message to your WhatsApp people. Tell them we are live. Hi, Landry. Good to have you. Your name sounds new, so we are grateful to have you on the show tonight. Where are you viewing from? You can't hear me? Are you sure it's from my side or from your side? Ooh. Get your friends here. Get your friends here. Tell them we are live. We are live. Ladies with Stories is live. We can't wait to share our story. Our guest is in the studio and she is ready for us. So if you know you don't want to miss out on this storytelling, get people here. Share this with your friends. Oh, how is Cameroon this evening? Thank you. We're so grateful to have you here. We're grateful to have you. Welcome, all our Cameroonian friends. How do they say welcome in French? I can't remember, but welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, guys. So, Ladies with Stories is a platform where women share their stories with the aim of inspiring and empowering women to succeed. And I'm your host, and I'm the founder of Ladies with Stories. We have been able to share over 70 stories in the last 4 years, and we've been able to reach out to over 33,000 people on this Facebook live show. And we have been able to make so much impact within our community as our stories and also outside our communities. Our stories are global. And today we are so grateful to have someone from Cameroon. All thanks to She Unites Africa for giving us this contact for our story for tonight. So please get your friends. Bienvenue. I hope I'm pronouncing it well before they will laugh at me, but thank you for telling me that. So please, guys, get your friends here. We'll just go on a quick break before we bring up our guests. So please get your friends, get them ready, get them ready. Voila, and we are back. Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much for being live with us today. It's such a good day to be alive and, to also have everyone around sharing their stories today. Like I said, stories are the way we connect with each other. It brings connection, it makes us to learn from people's experience, and it takes great courage for you to share your story. So I'm so grateful to all who have shared their stories on this platform and all who will be sharing their stories subsequently. I am grateful. So, without so much waste of our time, I'll just go quickly to read our biography. Like I said, our guest is right here in the studio, and I'm so, so glad to have her on today's show. So, Megan Kammi, born in Douala, Cameroon, is a dedicated Cameroonian professional with diverse background. She studied pharmacology at the University of Sabah, Libya, and holds certificates in pharmacy assistance, nursing, and first aid. Megan's commitment to humanitarian causes led her to volunteer for the National Immigration Service in Libya, where she conducted interviews with migrants embarking on journey from African countries to Europe, seeking insight into their motivation. So it meant she was interviewing people that want to jackpot using Libya as a means. So I'm sure you don't want to miss out on this story today. With a solid foundation in healthcare and humanitarian work, Megan transitioned into business development and marketing. She honed her skills over 2 years with the Trilshma show contributing significantly to strategic growth and outreach initiatives. Currently, Megan tries in the marketing lead Currently, Megan thrives as a marketing lead at the Changong Hair and Beauty Fashion School, where she continues to drive innovation and excellence in education and beauty industry standards. Megan is multilingual, fluent in French, English, and Arabic. Looking ahead, she envisions herself as a philanthropist and aims to establish an organization that will provide support to rape victims, gender based violence, victims, orphans, and women in need, reflecting her deep commitment to making a positive impact in the society. Guys, are you ready? Are you ready for tonight? Don't go anywhere. Don't just miss on tonight's story. So, without so much waste time, put your hands together and make a shout as we bring up our guest this evening, Megan. Woo! Hi, Megan. Good evening.
Hello.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi, I can hear you.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. So, no, sir, I'm on call. Good evening, everyone.
Good
And
evening. We can see your face.
can you see me now?
Okay.
It's dark, right?
Yeah, it's dark.
Let me just sorry about that. So, Hello, Lord. Hello, everyone in the section. How about now?
It's still dark and
Is
it's
it
kind of
okay?
like shaky. No,
Can you hear me?
no, it's frozen. Okay. Hi, Megan. Can you hear me now? You're muted.
Can you
Okay,
hear me? And can you
now
see
we
me?
can hear and see you. Good evening. Thank you so much for coming on Laws
All
with
right.
to have you.
Good evening.
Good evening. So please feel free to
You
share
have a
your
beautiful
story.
and your voice is so small.
Thank you.
Hello. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Perfect. So, hello once more, everyone. So sorry about the small buzzing on and off. So my name's Megan Kammi, and I'm a Cameroonian, like Rachel rightly said. And I'll be talking about my little experience as a Cameroonian in Libya, and equally as an African in general, because they're not just Cameroonians over there. We have Nigerians, we have Ethiopians, and we have lots of other Africans.
Mm,
And I really do hope that my story actually helps and inspires someone out there, gives you hope, and makes you to keep thriving and going ahead until you make it.
okay.
So
We
I
are
just
all
guess
ears
maybe
and
Rochelle just sorry, I can hear you.
I said we are all ready to listen to your story and be inspired by it. So please go ahead and take
Maybe I should just put
take a
on
platform.
earpiece. Sorry, please can you just come again?
No, I said we are all ready to listen and be inspired by it. We're certain that somebody would definitely be inspired by your story. So please go ahead and share your story with us.
All right, thank you very much. So, well, it all started in 2016 when the little Megan that I was lost her mom, and in a country where you are the only child and the only child to your parents, and living alone with your mom, it was really very um, disturbing for me to lose my mom and my father being away in Libya. I really had no one to rely on, and I literally had to go stay with my dad in Libya. 14 years of existence without your father being at your side, and your mom just passing away, and you traveling to a new country where you know no one was really a great and a big step for the little Megan that I was. Fast forward to the time that I met my dad, and we traveled to Libya, and it was really amazing because Libya and Cameroon are two different countries with two different ethnic groups, two different cultures, and two different, how do I put it, languages. So being in Cameroon and Libya, I had to learn everything afresh. Well, I spent 2 years struggling because what we studied in school in Cameroon and what is being taught in schools and media is really, really, really different. Thankfully, we were taught an English language just in the medical department. So I had to choose a department just not only did my dad want me to study medicine, but also that was the only way I could actually go to school because we were taught an English language. And school was a total different level from bullying to being laughed at to being mocked at to being called names because I'm African, acts of racism, and all the life was really, really, really tormenting. Hello? Hello, Rachel?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, perfect. I thought something went wrong.
No, we just needed to give you space to
So,
express yourself.
oh, thank you very much. Uh, Being a student for the first year in the University of Libya was very, very difficult. The teachers were not fluent in English. The students either were not fluent in English. And being the only person really speaking English language, at some point, everyone, every person wanted to be a friend because we thought that being a friend would help them learn faster and maybe passing their exam. And for the fact that you are strangers, that's how they call uh, foreigners, they call you strangers. For the fact that you're a stranger, you wouldn't even have the advantages that they'll have during the exam. So the people that I had at that period of time in my life, they were just people that were there to take advantage of what I had to give. So then the teachers were just not taking into consideration the fact that I was a stranger in course, and it was really difficult. I had my dad and my dad and I's relationship was really I cannot even call that a relationship. We were nobody to each other. So I didn't really know how to say to my dad that I was being threatened in school, being bullied in school and all the life. So most of the time I said back to myself. So leading me to failing that first year. So I had to repeat the first year in medical school in Libya. The second year, starting to learn some Arabic words here and there, I decided to make myself a kind of a dictionary where each word I heard, I was just writing it down. So if I write it in Arabic, I will write it back in English so that I can know what it is when I get back to it. So I started watching things in Arabic with translations in English. And also, I decided to make friends with the neighbors. So I was in about how any party that's happening, I was willing to help because I wanted to learn the language. Sorry, the light. I think the light is back. We can fix it, but I'll be talking. So it was really, really difficult. This is no, sorry about that. It's the back. No. So, yeah. So now I had to thrive and get back on my feet. Helping here and there and learning language was really a step that I had to implement in my life because without the language, you couldn't do anything. You needed to, if you had to go to the market, if you had to speak to someone on the street, you needed to ask for help, you needed to learn the language. So I had to start learning the Libyan language. Then at some point in school, when I had exams, we had how do we call it? Some subjects. Well, if I break at some point, you guys just know I'm a francophone, so I'm just entering to the English language by mentioning. So yeah. So at some point, we had some subjects that were literally in Arabic. So I had to really, really write and meet the teachers in person and go to the administration. It was so disturbing because when you're meeting someone that is in the administration, would be classified as kind of like a high ranked person. So you can talk to the person anyhow. You can talk to the person in an improper language, and you know how to measure your words. So not knowing what to say in Arabic, I was kind of stuck. At some point, I met a lady that was really, really kind to me, Zahra. So she knew French and she knew English, but her French was much more pronounced because she had schooled in France. So it was kind of like a positive way for me to thought, okay, I'll teach you French, I'll teach you English, and you teach me Arabic. And she was like, okay, she was really, really happy. So we exchanged contacts, and I was kind of like explaining to her what I felt at that point in time. I kind of confided in her and everything, and she really helped my hand. She started teaching me Arabic from scratch, and from the letters, from the pronunciation, from every like from every angle that you needed to learn a language. She taught me, and she was more or less like a friend when I saw difficulties in school. She would console me, she would tell me what to say, maybe a friend does this to me or classmates that did that to me, what to do, how to respond, and other. And I saw that her teaching and her doing really brought a lot of help to me because since the time I lost my mom, I really didn't have the time or the opportunity to really breathe out, express myself or say what I was feeling. So she coming to my life, it was like an angel sent from God. We bonded and things were going pretty well. But unfortunately for me, it was for a very short period of time because in the Arabic country, girls really get married fast. So she had to get married and we had to part ways because other responsibilities had to add to her life and we couldn't be um, talking all the time as we used to be. And she stopped coming to school for me because of pregnancies here and there. It was really kind of tough on her side as well. So I just kept writing. And for the fact that I started speaking the language, I got new friends. So we're like a group of four girls in school, and they were more or less like a family, like the sister that I never had. And it wasn't really easy because we were at the beginning we were a group of 10 girls. Then the girls started separating themselves with a little group, and at the end we just four. I had to pass the first year after the school writing. I passed the time that I had the friend Zahra, and I went into the second year. The second year was also another hectic period, but it was less difficult. But we really had difficult moments as well because I met another girl from Sudan, and since she's also from an African country, she faced, I wouldn't say exactly the same problems that I faced because Sudan is not a country, so they speak Arabic, but she was bullied because she was dark skinned. So we had these names that we used to call us, and you know, and now we met, we had private teachers. Sorry to see that, but it was really horrible and horrifying because they were acting also on insane things before we could write exams or before they could offer us particular services as students. For example, giving us the fees or giving us necessary tickets for doing that. And we saw ourselves failing that year. Not because we were not intelligent, but because we couldn't comply to the teacher's request. So it was really difficult. So at this point in time, I then got bullied by my dad. He was like, I'm irresponsible, and I think the world is over the world, and I think I'm having all the problems in the world on my shoulders. Like one thing because I lost my mom that I can do anything for myself. I have to pick up the girls that used to pass exams. I've been having two hair. Do I think I'm a superwoman? I'm supernatural? All I do is cry. And I was like, so I was really asking myself, is this my dad? I mean, sometimes you just, it's not for the resemblance, you ask yourself questions like, what's wrong? Is my mom
Mm.
But for the fact that I'm just like looking exactly like him, I couldn't say all the questions were there, but I just couldn't say out loud. Then there was also this, I mean, I used to hear that stepmothers are horrible when I was
Sorry,
a very,
I didn't get you. You're breaking a little bit, so it's not so audible. So I didn't get
oh,
that.
sorry, or
Yeah.
the fact you didn't hear.
This part you were talking about, you used to hear about something, so I'm not sure I got
Oh,
that.
okay, yes, yes. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, perfect. So, I used to hear that stepmothers are horrible, but I was really shocked when my dad's second wife was amazing. I mean,
Oh.
she was Nigerian, she's a Nigerian, and oh my God, she is perfect.
Mm.
She taught me how to pray. She taught me how to be grateful for the little things. You know, at first, coming from Cameroon and from a child that lost a mom, I didn't want to have anything to do with her because in my mind, she was the reason my dad and my mom separated. But that
Mm.
was because I was a child. I was still very innocent and I was ignorant. So when I had to grow up and change environment, I came to understand that it has nothing to do with that. And she decided to take upon herself to take care of me as her own, you know. And there was no discrimination with my sisters. I have four other sisters from my dad. There was no discrimination, and she always presented me as her daughter to friends. It was so amazing. I mean, this woman literally taught me everything: how to pray, how to be grateful, how to even understand my dad, to be honest, because I didn't understand him. I hated him. And she was like, it's not a sport. Maybe she just kept praying for him. And one day she's going to change. And we kept praying for my dad. He even taught me how to fast. You know, I had never known I could fast. To be honest, like starving yourself, you know. It was really amazing. It's a great experience, you know. A really great experience. And something beautiful happened with my colleague.
Hi.
Good afternoon. It's
Good
evening
afternoon.
for
Good to
me.
have you on the show.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm you can hear everything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. That's my colleague Marvin. I'm still at work, unfortunately, but
Oh, it's fine.
yeah, thank you. So yeah, this happens as well, and this lady actually faced a lot of things to me. You know, each time I had a difficulty, I would just went to God and pray, and it wouldn't go away. To be honest, it wouldn't go away, but I would just feel relaxed and relieved. You know, it's just like you just fix it at some point at a particular part of your mind and just tell yourself it's gonna be okay. Even if it's not right at the moment, but it's gonna be okay. So with the prayer, with the hope and with the resilience and perseverance, I kept striving, even with being bullied in school, even with the stressful teaching and all the life, I just kept going.
Mm.
Then came the day when I had to go visit my dad at his shop, and well, in Libya we have rules. Ladies and gentlemen can stay on the same room,
Oh.
forbidden. Yes, because it's a Muslim country. So girls and boys don't stay in the same room. Even in school, girls sit on the different side and boys sit on different sides. So this was my dad's shop, and ladies don't do shopping in men's shops. We had to drop him at a pharmacy where they just sell, you know. So I was sitting in the pharmacy, and fortunately for me, this French lady from Gabon comes to, and the pharmacist was really kind of like struggling to sell to this lady because he didn't understand Arabic, and the pharmacist didn't understand French. So there was kind of like a blockage. What happened? The magic happened. I just stood up and I was like, bonjour, madame. Hello, ma'am. Can I help you? And what do you need? The girl was so amazed that she found someone who could speak French.
Oh.
And she's like, I've been in this country for 4 years and I've been coming to this pharmacy and I'm unable to explain to the people what my child, the condition that my child has. So I don't know if you can help me and we'll get the drug. So I just went to the pharmacy and I explained what the lady wanted. And the girl did, how do I call it? Recette, recette. How do you call recette in French? Recette, recette d'une like the film, daily film. Yes, the film. What she bought at the moment. Yes. Like what she bought, total sales of the board was in Nigerian money, we can put it around 400,000 naira. Yes, 400,000 naira, yes. Out
Yeah.
of the incoming home. Yes. And they had never done that. They had never bought, I mean, they had never done the sales. And one day it was like the epic sales of the year. And the lady was so happy when she left because they gave her the right job. And when she left, I was ignorant of what I did because I wouldn't know that that's what they had never done. So I just started in the very corner of the room and I was back to my business. Then I left for the day and 3 days later, my dad brought me again to the shop, to the pharmacy. And he was like, the lady at pharmacy wants to see me. And I was like, but why does she want to see me? I mean, so I went there and the lady was like, she wants me to work with her. And I told her,
Ooh.
I can't work with you because I don't have the necessary certificate and I'm not, I don't think I'm professional enough for this and all the like. And who even told you I want to be in the pharmacy world? And still I'm doing medicine, but I want to be, uh, I want to be having a surgeon. And she's like, no, I need you to work with us. It's going to help you, and it's really going to help us and all the like. And I was like, am I sure I want to do this? So after a long week of thought, because it was bothering my dad, you know, and since my dad kind of really said no, he was also bothering me. I need to go work with her, and he was kind of like convincing me, putting things in my head. If I'm a pharmacist, I can work anywhere in the world. I'm going to make a lot of money, and I was saying, it's not about the money. It's about the fact that I'm free enough to express myself as a pharmacist. Am I really good for that domain? Is that what I want as a career and all the like? And he was like, wow, just give it a try and who knows, you're gonna make new friends and you've always wanted to learn Arabic language to the fullest. Maybe this is your opportunity to use. So when he said that, I was like, okay, yes, maybe that's the phrase I was looking for. So I gave it a try. So I went with this lady and she proposed to pay for my tuition as a
Wow.
pharmacist.
Wow.
It was the news of the year because my dad has actually been bothering me about the tuition. So he paying for it actually uplifted the great load upon my shoulders and upon my father's shoulders. So I went in and I learned for 2 years and everything was perfect and things was all amazing. It really went fast. So I was going to school and in the evenings I'll come and stay at the pharmacy. So I had two training at the same time. So training in school and had like it was kind of like practical in the real world. So it went really fast and I trained quickly and I don't know if that's what God wanted for me. I just saw a particular passion for um this pharmaceutical one. And I really love it so much,
Hmm.
bonding with the patients and the clients, when someone comes and tells you, I maybe I have sore throat or I have cough or I've got a new stranger, and you give the person the right treatment, and the person comes back 3 days later, think
Feel
to
like I'm
themselves, what you
okay.
gave me was amazing, it just makes you feel angelic, and this journey has really been great. 3 years later, at church, my pastor called me and he was like, uh, what do you think about volunteering? Like volunteering or not volunteer, but volunteering what exactly? And he was like, well, the Libyan immigration wants someone to volunteer to be able to communicate with the Africans wanting someone who's kind of like bilingual, who can talk and understand and give back the feedback to the government. I'm like, well, with work and studies, I don't think I can be able to make it. And like, she was like, well, I think it's gonna be a great experience for you because I know you're the right person to do. I mean, you're new in church, actually, because I think that I've been here for more than 10 years. But I don't know why I'm just drawn to you. Just give it a try. Maybe just go and pray over it and see how it goes. And I was like, when you're in this space, but I didn't know how to play that in prayers. I just thought, well, I'll just have to think about it. I can't say I'll pray about it, but I'll think about it and I'll get back to you. And he was like, okay. So I went and I thought about it and I was thinking, the immigration, what's that all about? What's required of me? What will I need to do? Who will I need to meet? What will be the main function of Megan as an immigration maybe interpret? So I gave it a try. I met lots. I met about 610 Africans uh, in my volunteering career as an immigration interpreter, and I had lots of stories of people struggling and the reason why they left the different home countries, the Libya and certain Italy. It was a sad experience hearing all the stories and people living crying due to difficulties and me being unable to help them. Because
Oh,
when you hear that you want to help everybody. And the good thing is that I feel the right information about the people and sending it to the government and help was coming, whether food, water, clothing, it was coming. Not necessarily in the way that we wanted it to be. Sorry, from that I don't know. This,
all right, Megan, can I cut you here while we go on a quick break and then we return, please?
yes, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us now, we have Megan on the show. She's been telling us about her journey through Libya, how moving from Libya at a very tender age, the racism she faced in Libya, and then the opportunities she's later discovering in Libya, which has been so good. Hearing the story, it's been really good. Not giving up on yourself, trying to make the best out of the moment. The connections and the people you get to meet along the side or along the path of your journey was what Megan was sharing with us. It's just like, transitioning. A couple of us have transitioned from different countries. Like when I transitioned from the UK to the US, it was quite challenging. But, meeting good people that will hold your hands and tell you, let's go on this journey together has been exceptional for me. So I kind of have an understanding of what Megan was sharing with us. So if you're just joining us, it was just about Megan's story in Libya, the racism she faced in Libya, and all that. Oh, I think her network had an issue, so she's out. But then, if you have any question you want to ask Megan, if you have been following, please drop a question. And if you have anything you want us to talk about, you can please drop that question. And I hope that wherever we find ourselves, we make the best out of our opportunities. We try to harness the best for ourselves. Just ensure that you don't get discouraged by the situation that may present itself, because it's not always going to be that easy. You sometimes have it very rough, but then the ability to withstand that challenge is what makes you strong at the end of the day. It's not everybody that'll be able to stand being insulted or being bullied, but you need to build capacity. You need to build yourself to the point where you know that this is who you are. You are not moved by what people say. You're only moved by what you think and what you believe. So they might say you're ugly, you are brown, you are black, you are this, you are that. But you knowing who you are will give you the strength, literally, it will give you the strength to stand where those names and those callings have been. So don't get discouraged when you find yourself in somewhere new, or when you find yourself associating with people and people don't really like you because of your guts or your audacity, or things like that, and then they just throw words at you, brap, and then instead of falling, my dear, raise your head up. Like I always tell you, raise your head high, and stay strong and stay bold, because that is who you are. So wherever you go, be there, be the best version of yourself, take advantage, look around for opportunities, be nice to people. We've had a story before of someone sharing her experience. I think it was Christine, when she went to the UK, meeting nice people there. So like I always tell you, be nice to people. Let's be that person that when people meet you, they'll be so excited that, oh, we met somebody that was able to help us through our journey. And that is how you should be. You should be that person that people will always say, oh, thank God for Rachel. Thank God for Jamila. Thank God for Anna. Thank God for this person. Oh, I met this person. I'm so grateful I met this person. Don't be that person that you are there. People are suffering. You are still there. If you're there and people are suffering, then you are not adding up. So make impact. When we keep thinking, make impact, add value, make impact, add value. It's just as little as, helping a new person in a city, telling them, oh, I can take you around Central Market. I can show you where to buy the cheap clothes. I can tell you where to do this, not because you want to benefit, but because you want to help that person. And sometimes help is not always the most convenient thing we want to do. You don't help people at your own convenience. Sometimes it is, most times, at when it's not suitable for you. Really, most times it's not just when it is suitable for you. It is when that person needs the help. So you try to help when people need the help, and not when, things like that. But in all I'm saying is, please try to be a nice person to people. Try to be a nice person to people. Try to reach out to people. Try to help people. Don't be part of the people that make others suffer. Don't be part of the people that, when somebody meets you, they're like, oh, I regretted meeting this person. I regret meeting this person. I wish I never came across this person. And that was the story from from Jamila, sorry, from Megan, her Libya experience. It wasn't that easy for her, and she was just about telling us the good part of it. Moving from a pharmacological department, trying to get assistance in the immigration. If you had read her biography, you realize, oh, she worked at the immigration where she got to interview people who were coming in from different African countries, trying to japa. And I was like, where I wanted us to hear the gist, or where it was going to be interesting. But then the network isn't so good to her. So, but we're grateful we had her on the show, and I'm grateful for everyone that stayed by till this very time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for believing in the platform. Thank you once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful to have you stay till this very time. You are the real MVP. You are the real ones, and I'm so grateful. And by God's grace, we'll see you next month with another exciting story and another beautiful person. I look forward to seeing you guys, and thank you to all those who applied for their Project 30. And some reached out that, oh, it was too short of a notice. Yes, that was our pilot scheme, but the main scheme will open by January next year or by July next year. We'll have the main scheme, but we will start with the pilot scheme, and by God's grace, we'll see how good it goes. If it goes perfectly well, which is our desire, then we can launch out with our full chest and say we are empowering 30 women for the year 2025. Yeah, 2025, for the year 2025. So please stay glued on the announcement and apply when it's time to apply. Thank you so much for staying with us tonight. It's your girl, Rachel K, and I'll see you next time on Ladies with Stories. Good night.